When I say that I love listening to albums, this is exactly what I mean. Not where it's just a collection of songs, don't really tell any true story, but I like stuff like this where it's an actual storyline, start to finish, every song blends into itself, they will blend into each other, and it all just meshes together and creates one big solid project, which is what an album should be. Now, I am not somebody who ever really got into Tyler the Creator. I've listened to a few songs before, stuff like Earthquake, but I had never listened to an album all the way through before. So I had no idea what to expect. I had no high hopes, no low hopes. I came in with this with fresh ears, not knowing what he really even sounded like. Not even really truly knowing who Tyler the Creator is as an artist. Now, the first time that I listened to any album or project, I usually hate it. Usually takes me 2-3 plus listens to really warm up to really anything. However, the first listen to this album, I really liked it. This album is the true embodiment of a traditional hip-hop album. Now, I love listening to rap music. That is pretty much the entire reason why this channel exists. But the traditional hip-hop style is never something that I really ever got into. Obviously, there were some albums here and there that I did love. However, I never claimed to be some massive hip-hop head fan, right? That's just never anything I truly, really deeply got into. However, I think that this album might start changing that a little bit. First listen through, there were only 2 songs I wasn't super fond of. First one being Massa, and the second being his nearly 10-minute song Sweet. I just felt like that was a little bit too long. Probably could have been split up into like 3 different tracks or something. However, the second listen through, obviously my opinion changed on that. Started enjoying Massa a little bit more, and I started to kind of understand the whole premise of Sweet. Now, like I said at the beginning, this album is the true embodiment of what I think an album really should be. Where it's not a collection of songs, where it's more of an actual storyline from start to finish. Where every song blends into each other, all has a central premise, and all has an end goal from start to finish. And this definitely is one of those albums where I honestly don't think I will ever listen to one song by itself. If I'm going to listen to this project, I'm going to start listening and I'll go until I finish the whole album. At least for me, this is not a song by song project. I don't feel like I could really feel into any of these songs individually without having listened to the entire thing all at once, which frankly I love. I really just love albums like this where instead of just 1 or 2 songs that really stands out from the rest and pushes all the other songs under the rug, all the songs are of more or less equal value, more or less equal skill, more or less equal capabilities, awesomeness, I guess. I don't know what other word to use there. Where everything just works together really well. On top of all of that, Tyler the Creator did an amazing job of finding features for this project. Now, the 2 features that surprised me by far the most were YoungBoy and Lil Uzi. While this is a very traditional hip-hop style for an album, YoungBoy and Lil Uzi Vert are by no means traditional hip-hop artists. You know, YoungBoy is more of, I guess, like a gang rapper, if you will, menace to society a little bit, while Lil Uzi Vert's more in the trap-esque / emo SoundCloud-esque type of space. So seeing their names on an album like this first kind of surprised me until I heard their verses. YoungBoy was able to get his to fit really well into the style, and Uzi honestly just had a flow that I don't think I've actually ever heard before. The beginning of Lil Uzi's verse definitely had a lot of resemblance to other stuff he's put out before, but the rest of it was so much different and honestly something that we need to hear more of. I want to hear Lil Uzi Vert do that a little bit more. But overall, the album as a whole, honestly, I think somewhat of a masterpiece. Is this a perfect 10 of an album? By all means, no. I don't believe in perfect 10s. Is this even a 9.5? Probably not. Completely objectively speaking, taking all my personal opinions and thoughts aside from this, I honestly think that this album sits right at like a 9. It's still fantastic, but there's just slight little things that he could have changed likely that would have made it so much better. And I honestly think that Tyler the Creator probably has something even better coming up in the future. Well, I love this album through and through, and I plan to listen to it frankly a few more times, if not a lot more times, and I intend to actually go and listen to some of his older albums because I haven't listened to any of them yet. I definitely feel like this is going to be one of the best traditional hip-hop style albums of the year, especially considering how many plays it already has. The song with the lowest amount of plays has still over 3 million, and it's only been out for like, what, 3-4 days now? That is insane. So ultimately, I really enjoyed the album. However, I don't think I'll ever listen to any of these songs individually, like I said. I'm gonna listen to it more, which I plan to. It's gonna be from start to finish, where I have like an hour of free time, pop some headphones in, and just chill out to it. But with all that said, hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you haven't already, make sure to join my Discord server, link down below. It's a vibe in there and you don't want to miss it. And once you've done that, make sure to also subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any other future videos that I post. And if you did stay till the end of this video, chances are you enjoy the rest of my videos. So you should go and click on this playlist popping up on screen and go and binge some of my content. But with all that said, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Peace.